I know this bag will end up being a bit heavier than my breakdown bag because there's clearly going to be much more tools in here compared to my breakdown bag. Right guys, back again, this time with the Velocity Rogue 9.0 PB service bag. This was a collaboration with the one and only PB Plumber. Got this unboxed. I'm just gonna give you a 360. You don't kind of realize how big this bag is until you've actually physically seen it. Yeah, let's talk about the bag. Let me just get rid of all of these first, which is much better to look at now. But I will talk about the reason for getting this bag. One of the reasons was I wanted a separate tool bag for servicing. I used to just carry one for my breakdowns, and I used to do my servicing from that, my breakdowns from that, so just one tool bag. I prefer to have a separate service bag and a separate breakdown bag. That way I've got my specialized tools for my servicing, and then for breakdown, which I've moved on to the MCT Blackout, which I've got a video in the description. Have a look there. I know this bag will end up being a bit heavier than my breakdown bag because there's clearly going to be much more tools in here compared to my breakdown bag, and I think this will end up serving me well. But let's talk about the other reasons for getting this. One of the main reasons for getting the Velocity bag is because Velocity are a UK company that listen to engineers and traders, and they collaborate with traders to design their own bags. This one was designed by PB Plumber. I know Velocity have also done some collaboration with electrician, but we won't talk about that on this channel. Right, let's talk about the front of the bag. First off, let's take this off. Sorry Pete, but you've got enough branding, mate. Put this on. This was designed by myself, so if you see these flames on other people's videos, think of me, because I designed that, because I spent absolutely ages getting this right. Anyway, enough of the rant, but yeah, that can go on there. That looks better, doesn't it? I think this is a brilliant feature to personalize your own bag and put your own logo on there, as brand awareness is important nowadays. But yeah, it gives a nice little personalized touch to your bag. I don't think it would prevent anyone from nicking it though, because if they did nick this bag, that will just come off. But anyway, right, hopefully this is a better angle, gives you a bit more of a close-up what's inside. Comes with a shoulder strap, so if you don't want to use it as a backpack, which I'll talk about later on, you can just hook these on one of these big clips down here, and there, and use that as a shoulder strap. But yeah, this was a very important feature because I was using a separate bag for the flue analyzer. Actually, I'll show you what I had to do before I got this bag. When doing my boiler services, I would carry all of this plus the Vito Pro Pack LC bag. So imagine carrying all of this from the vehicle to the house. I had all my documents in here, flue analyzer there, the foot pump for expansion vessels, gauge, and then some brushes in here. So now all of this stuff will go into the new bag. Alright, so let's look at the central compartment. There's a well-made box here. It's just got a little bung here. I think that is designed so the flue analyzer probe can go in here, like so, and then you can, right, so it can all go in like that, which is, I think, is very handy. Nice separate place for something like that to go. And the front would obviously be where all the tools will go. I'll show you all this loaded out. Just talk about a bit more of the features. Let's get this out. The other thing was, I like this section here for documents, so I'll be putting my service record pads in here, invoice book. Right, so it's got a nice area here for a power bank, and then you've got this little hole here where the cable can go out from. I'll show you all of this when it's all loaded out, but nice fleece pockets for your expensive equipment. Don't want to get it all scratched up, and that's generally it for the back. Now let's talk about this feature here for the backpack. So it's got these straps, which I think I will be using this to carry the bag. I'll use this as a backpack. So it's got this nice velcroed area here, which if you're using the backpack, then you won't be able to gain access to this because this is all covered up. But yeah, this is very tight here. I don't think you can get much in here. There's a nice pocket here. I think you can put your business cards in here. But yeah, I'll be using this as a backpack because I can see this getting heavy. I'm gonna load it all out and then I'm gonna weigh this to see what we're looking at. But I know for sure it's better than carrying all that stuff I had separately, because I remember that was very difficult to do. Just before I load this out, I just want to show you this really nice feature, these clips here, which is brilliant. I think one of the highlights of this bag is this magnetic clip, just clips onto there, and to take it off you just got to pull this and it comes off, I think. And then there's a magnet here as well which just clicks onto there, which I think is brilliant. I love magnetic stuff. To remove these back straps, they're just these hooks here that go onto these loops here. They seem to be they easily go on. Hopefully they don't just come off when put in the bag, but I guess I'll get more of an idea when I'm using this. So let's just take this off and load this up. Right, I've got most of the stuff in here, but not completely filled just yet. A few things which you might have seen, I was a little bit disappointed with that the brushes don't exactly go in here all the way to the bottom, or maybe I might just have to find the right pocket for it, but then I can feel when this gets closed up that this is going to be pushing back in here, which is a little bit of a disappointment. Maybe I can get this, yeah, that might work, but I'll have to play around with this and see what the best way of getting this stuff in here. But other than that, I think I'm still going to have to be buying some more tools, because from one bag I'm going to be going to 2 bags, but I think generally it's all pretty much what I need here. I just need to get a few more Nipex stuff to add to this. These screwdrivers, I think I would have liked the bag to be a little bit more higher, even an inch or so, because I could put this long screwdriver outside of the bag, but I prefer to have everything long like this inside and just keep the smaller bits that I need, the quick access stuff on the outside pockets. But yeah, it's got 2 similar pockets on both sides for the manometer, which I'm using the Regan big one, but I think I'm going to probably get the smaller one, which fits in here like that. Yeah, I think the smaller one will be better, but I guess they could have, this pocket could have been a bit more deeper down here, I guess. Yeah. Right, so overall I think the bag is very well designed. There are a few flaws which would be nice if they would do small little upgrades to it, but generally I think this is going to work out very well for what I want it to be. And few negatives which would be nice if they would upgrade to. I think it should maybe have a section, well, a hook for your tape. I think everyone always has a tape. I know on the service I would, because I like to measure the flues of distance from the windows and things like that. So, but it's not big, it's not too much of a problem. I can always get a keychain type measure tape, but I think a nice little hook over here like the Vito Pro packs have, that would be nice to have on there. A little light over here would be the nice little feature, which I know Velocity do on some of the other bags. Like I always say, you can't have too much light, especially when you're working. It can be handy. Just put the bag down, shows the light to wherever you need it to go. That would be a nice little feature. But other than that, there's not too much that would change on here. I got this bag for £145, and that's with the 15% Black Friday discount. I had to pay another £12 for the tape loop, which I think should have been added to the bag really. But yeah, that cost me around about another £8.50, which I don't mind that too much. Generally, I think normally that's £10 for that. But other than that, I think it's a really good bag. Going to be using it and then seeing what I think of it once I've used it. So this is just the initial loadout. Once I've got it to where I want it to be, I'll probably do another video to give my feedback on it, and hopefully Velocity can get in touch and ask me for my opinions if they're going to watch this, but I don't think I'm big enough for that yet. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and that's it. Please like, please subscribe, leave a comment below, and negative or positive, would be nice to know what you guys think of this. Thanks.